So one day my sister and I were discussing, we were having like a discussion, a quarrel or what, I don't know. So and she told me, you don't have a forgiving heart. Then I was like, how come? Okay, if I don't have, but I think I have. So how do I get to know if I have forgiven the people I'm thinking I have forgiven? How do I get to know? So it made me to start doing some research, some finding, and asking some people equally on how to know if I have forgiven or not. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit on the subscription button and equally the notification bell so as to be notified each time I upload a new video. Okay, on our today's topic, we'll be talking on how to know if you've forgiven someone or no, how to know if you've actually forgiven, and I'll be taking you on 5 points to know if you have forgiven or not. Okay, on a first note, we have to talk about what is forgiveness. What is actually forgiveness? Forgiveness is a release of emotional guilt we place on others, we place on those that wrong us. It's a it's a release of power. It's a release of that power that power that we are holding back because we have an anger. We are angry towards a person, towards what the person has ever done to us. Okay, now that we know what forgiveness is, let's talk about how to know if you've forgiven someone or not. So on the first point, I will say, if you can think of those people, if you can think of that person without feeling any anger, without feeling anguish, without feeling a grudge, without feeling unhappy, without feeling sad towards that person, means you're forgiven. Because there are certain times that we'll think, okay, I have forgiven this person, but once we sit on our meditation and our meditative mood, and we meditate and we think of the past, we think of all those things, we tend to have this hatred. We tend to just feel so bad about the people. We don't even want to like see them. Don't even want to have that image in our mind anymore. Okay, that's said and done. On our second point, if you can see them, if you can see the person or the people without feeling angry, without feeling that guilt, without feeling anything bad towards them, it means you're forgiving them. Yeah, sometimes some will say this point is actually same like the thought of them and seeing them. Yeah, you might think of them and you feel angry. You might think of them and you don't feel anything. But once you see them, that thought, that memory, that thing that made you to be so angry, that it did to you, automatically comes back. You just see them, seeing them just bring back that anger, just bring back that memory, that thing that they did to you, and that is not forgiveness. You haven't forgiven that person. But if you can see the person and you don't feel any of those things, anger, anguish, grudge, sadness, unhappy, then you're forgiven. Okay, on a third point, I will say, if you can help them, you can render them help once more, without thinking of it, without thinking of the bad they did to you, without thinking of anything than just to help them, like, and like you're rendering help like usual, then you're forgiven. Yeah, then you've forgiven them. Okay, on our fourth, sorry, on our fourth, love. Love is the greatest. If you can offer them your love again, you just offer them your love. If you can love them back, you can take them back like you did before, or even more, then that is forgiveness. You've forgiven them. You've actually forgiven and you've forgotten what they did to you. And then on the fifth point, I'm going to actually crown it like forgiving and forgetting. Forgiving, yes, you can forgive, you can forget, you can forgive everything they've did to you. You render them help, you see them, you're chilled, you're okay, you're everything. But when it comes to forgetting, some people will say, if you haven't forgotten what someone did to you before, it means you haven't forgiven that person. On my own point of view, I say no. Remembering the bad they did to you doesn't mean you haven't forgiven them. Remembering that they did something evil to you, that doesn't mean you haven't forgiven them. But it becomes unforgiving only when you get to remember and feel bad, feel angry, feel like you cannot trust them, you cannot do anything with them, you don't want to have anything to do with them, you don't want to hear about them. That is when I say it's not forgiving. Because remembering, it's like you're sitting and you're self-reflecting. Maybe you pass that level, you're now somewhere great, and then you're self-reflecting on everything that had happened to you. Then you say, wow, this person did this to me. I was thinking I was not, I was, I will be unable to stand on my feet, but here I am. Thank you, Lord. It doesn't mean you're angry with that person. No, you're just reflecting. You're just thinking of how many trials, how many disappointments, how many people have disappointed you on your way up there. Doesn't mean those that disappointed you, you haven't forgiven them. You've forgiven them, but just that you still, that is like a part, a way, that aspect, that thing they did to you. Remembering it is like, it's a motivation. It became your strength. It became the thing that motivated you to reach that level you wanted to attain. So you just think of it and just say, thank God they did this and I was able to stand back on my feet, and you've forgiven them. So forgiving and remembering the bad things they did to you doesn't mean you haven't forgiven. Forgiving and forget is good, but remembering isn't bad. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And those that have subscribed already on my channel, thank you so much. Thank you for motivating me. Please keep sharing my videos and hitting on the like button.
Thank you, and see you next on the next video. Bye.